I don't encourage weight loss because it's unethical. And what's ethical? You were asking before what
it's
do professionals
unethical
do?
not to be transparent with people about the dangers.
Yeah, transparency is the dangers of weight cycling. You can go down that path.
That's a separate issue. You're presuming they're weight cycling. If you're doing your job, they shouldn't have to weight cycle, right?
No.
Obesity is causal to all-cause mortality.
Okay, so I disagree with that. I think there's going to be a problem with
dozens.
Yeah. So, but here's why I disagree. Because
you can disagree.
No, but let me please let me hear me out. Okay. So the reason why is because registered dietitian, school for 6 years, studying nutrition, weights, all the stuff, and we can't keep.
What lipotoxicity is.
It doesn't come up in my curriculum because it's bullshit. Because it's a TikTok thing that's like, cortisol face or whatever.
It's not. Please, just listen to me. Studies. It is not bullshit.
It's
ectopic fat.
But can we just say, because you keep sidestepping and then we can never get anywhere.
I'm not sidestepping. This is the claim.
Okay.
The claim is that obesity is unhealthy. Lipotoxicity is not bullshit. But it is the definition of ectopic fat.
It's funny it never came up in 6 years of a professional accredited undergrad.
What's fatty liver disease?
I know what fatty liver. I was a clinical dietitian in a hospital.
That's lipotoxicity. Okay. So, when fat is in the liver, when fat is in the heart, when fat gets deposited in the brain.
Yeah.
That is lipotoxicity, and it happens when the body has no place to put the excess energy anymore.
Okay.
It is irrefutable that that is bad for your health.
Can we just go back to the correlation doesn't equal causation? So you're saying there's causal studies, right?
Yes, okay. MRT studies that show...
The acronym is great. Okay, so my thing is, the reason why we cannot show that the fat in and of itself leads to the negative health outcomes is because we cannot keep a human in a lab and control every factor, but have the only thing that's different.
Use Mendelian randomized control.
But can you just listen? So a person
inherently eliminates any conflating factors because they're based on genetic predispositions coupled with lifestyle.
But can I just share? A person in a larger body has experienced things that we can't undo from the fat. So for example, they might have negative health outcomes because every time they go to a doctor, instead of being given an evidence-based treatment, like I have unearned thin privilege, I go to a doctor, I say, my stomach hurts, I get a full workup.
You're basically saying the earth is flat. Are you trying to tell me that having fat in your liver,
I just want to talk about
having fat in your heart, having fat deposited in your brain is healthy?
No, I just want to talk about...
So no, you're not trying to say that it's healthy.
No, I'm not trying to tell you that is what I said. I was never talking about the health of it.
Okay.
I'm trying to say everything you're saying is hinging on this idea, and it's a problem that we disagree on it, that it's the weight in and of itself that leads to the negative health outcomes. You're saying this MRT totally is...
Fat is an endocrine organ.
I know, but can you...
It destroys your hormone balance. It creates insulin sensitivity.
What about
when the body has too much fat, it releases insane amounts of different...
I just wonder, have you heard of social determinants of health?
Tell me about it.
Okay, social determinants of health, a group of factors that impact someone's health outcomes.
Okay.
That are things like your healthcare access and quality, neighborhood and built environment, things like your stress levels, socioeconomic status.
Okay.
So here's the thing. A person who's fat or lives in a larger body, we can't take away that person has probably experienced higher stress levels their whole life from experiencing marginalization every corner, from shows like The Biggest Loser to the doctor's office. We can't take away that they haven't been given evidence-based health options because when they go to a doctor, they're told to go lose weight.
When fat gets deposited in the brain,
you're not answering what I'm saying.
How does, I'm confused. Are you suggesting these are the reasons people become overweight?
No, I'm suggesting that a person could be in a larger body and be perfectly healthy based on their lab, their cholesterol.
7% of people who are classified as overweight or obese, call it whatever you guys feel comfortable with, only 7% are classified as healthy.
Say that was true. Say we knew for certain.
I can go grab the data for you right now if you want.
Say we knew for certain that it was unhealthy, that what you're saying is true.
Here's the classification.
But even then we'd be in this place where, okay, so what do we do? Are we going to send someone down a path of trying to lose weight and then gaining and trying and gaining? And we know that weight cycling in and of itself, bad for the heart, bad for insulin, bad for the brain, bad for all the things.
We work with that individual.
That's what I do in my private practice.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah. And I don't encourage weight loss because it's unethical.
I disagree with you.
And
I
what's
think it's
ethical? You were
unethical.
asking before,
I think
what
it's
do
unethical
professionals do?
not to be transparent with people about the dangers.
Yeah, transparency is the dangers of weight cycling. You can go down that
That's
path.
a separate issue. You're presuming they're
How-
weight cycling. If you're doing your job, they shouldn't have to weight cycle, right?
No, it's not about me. It's about the body. The body is so smart. But we're animals. Our bodies, when we lose weight, our body goes, oh shit, she just starved me. I'm going to do everything I can to try to get back to that place.
I think it's
drive
more
up thoughts about
complex.
food.
I think it's more
slow down
complex.
metabolism to conserve the energy you are getting.
So are you suggesting that because it's hard and it's multifactorial, we should negate the dangers and not try to get
I'm suggesting
healthier?
that it's more dangerous to weight cycle than it is to stay in a fat body.
Still not the claim.